I'm telling you right now, these greens. Ooh. Hi guys. I have Natasha Denona's newest eyeshadow palette, the Triochrome. See if the light will pick it up. On the box itself, it changes from green to purple. Let's see what this palette's all about. So this is Natasha Denona's newest eyeshadow palette. This one retails for $129. This palette has 3 pressed pigments down the middle, and the other shades are all matte, and they're meant to complement each other. Quality and construction is on par with the other Natasha Denona palettes. So the packaging is a nice plastic material. It's fairly thin. On the back, you have the little holes that if you choose to remove your shadows, you can. And then down here, you can find out that the product was made in Italy. It's got a 24-month shelf life and some more details as well. Now, you open her up. She can open all the way, and you have the option to adjust accordingly, which is nice. Before we get into the swatches, I want to just show you a quick size comparison. Here's the Triochrome, and here is the Metropolis. Size-wise, about the same. Shadows inside of Triochrome are definitely bigger. I personally love the layout of this Metropolis. I really hope that she does another one in this format and size. Another quick reference is the Glam palette. This is the one that retails for, I believe, $65 versus the $129. And then just quick size reference. All right, so let's go ahead and do swatches, and then we'll jump into the eye looks. The center are the pressed pigments that have shifts to them. Let me give you a swatch of just the 3 center shades. Now, when the liquid eyeshadows that she came out with earlier this year came out, I did not get them. So I can't really speak too much on them, but these remind me of them so much. I think these are really fun. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer. I am really curious as to what some of these more lighter pastel almost kind of shades, like this one here, and even this one here are going to look like on my skin tone. So let's see. With the layout of this palette, I feel if you're more so newer to colorful eyeshadows, you'd be able to get along quite fine with this because she's laid it out in a way that you can just follow the row and use the center shade as like your pop, your fun shade, and follow suit with the other 3 shades. But of course, you can hop around and do what you like and create however you like, but I thought that was a nice little feature that I just wanted to mention. All right, where were we? What a day. Okay, so going into that vert shade. I love green eyeshadows. We have to start off with the green eyeshadow look. So I am going to just place her as my transitional shade. Now, while Natasha Denona's shadows are super pigmented and very good, high quality, getting a little kick up, but just wanted to show you. It's not a big deal, though. Anywho, focusing that as the transitional shade. I'm just going to build in the crease. It's quite effortless, I have to say. Shade. I'm gonna go into this shade here with that same brush. I'm just keeping it directly on my outer eye, and then just lightly bringing it up and into that crease. Now for the multi-chrome shadows, Natasha Denona suggests that you apply it with a dense eyeshadow brush to give a more subtle finish, or to apply it with your fingertips, or even with a wet brush. I am going to try it with a brush, and then we'll go from there. You most always use my finger because I love that intensity and I find it to be like the most effective. But not everybody likes to use their fingers. So I'm going to be using a Esum W21 brush, and I'm going to use it dry first. And I am going into Scarab. This is beautiful. I'm going to leave this beginning portion of my lid because I want to use another shade. Oh, I haven't blended everything yet, but it's very pretty. And I'm going to pat. And then I'm going back in with the brush. So now for the beginning portion of my lid, I'm going into Ion. Ion is a very, like, I want to say a lime green shade compared to this one. This one I feel is, on me, is definitely going to be like a brow bone highlight color. But I'm using the BK Beauty 207. I want to show you that there's little to no fallout. I feel like I have a little speckle right there. But these shadows are beautiful. I'm going to go into this shade here, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. So technically, we have used the whole entire top row of greens. I am getting a hint of green, but it's so light that it's fine. So I went ahead and did liner and lashes. I'm using my Chandelier lashes in the style Lumiere. Ugh. I also did a brown in the waterline. Little Tom Ford Chocolat. Everything will be listed down below in the description box, but can we just say a green eyeshadow lover's dream right here? I am living. I used the entire green row to create this look. So if you're one that kind of shies away from bold colors, follow the row and you'll be fine. Follow the row. Follow the yellow brick road. Let's do another look following the row, and then for the third and final look, I'm going to just freestyle and go all over the palette and just have at it. What do you say? All right, let's get into it. I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm using my 10-plus-year-old Chanel brush. And I'm going to apply that. Let me get closer. I feel like you can't see me. Okay, so I'm going to apply that shade. Ooh, this is pretty. I love how easy these blend. The mattes are very, very nice. I am going into that Vertex shade. It's the lightest one in the palette. Same brush. We're gonna do a little brown one, highlight. This is a BK Beauty 201. There's no product. I'm just blending the two shades together. You have this palette and you don't want to use one of the special shades, I totally feel that you can go into, like, let's say this shade here and just pack it on the lid. I'm going to do that just to see if we can create a more, you know, everyday-esque look. Oh, that's pretty. We like the versatility. You know, I want to be able to share looks with you that you could wear and get a lot of use out of your palettes and not think that you're just stuck with having to use these special shades, because you're not. So hopefully I can inspire you, if you have this palette, to do so. And you see how easy it was for me to apply that? So nice. My BK Beauty 207, and this shade, we're going to use that as the inner highlight color. That's fun. It's like an orangey mustard. So let's say there's a day that you just want to use the palette without using one of the special shades. You can totally do that. But we are going to use the special shade. I'm going to go into the special shade, and I'm using the same Esam W21. I'm just re-intensifying that inner orangey kind of shade. Going in with that brown shade on the lower lash line with my pencil brush. I want to try that shade wet, so I'm going to just spray my brush. Let's see. Ooh. All right, let me do lashes, liner, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and mixed two Natasha Denona lipsticks. I did Sami, and then I put, from the I Need Is a Nude collection, Andrea. So I made a little lipstick cocktail. So here are our first two looks, kind of, you know, just following along, staying in the rose. But now I want to create another look. I'm going to go ahead now and just hop all over the palette. I'm not following any rules or any of the rows that were kind of designed to be. We're going to just do it. So let's start off with BK Beauty 201 and this shade right here. That's going to be the first transitional shade. So just applying that one directly in the crease. And there's only one of the special shades that I have not used yet, so we will use that one for this look. So I'm just building up this color, which isn't hard. It's really pretty. We are blending so nicely. Beautifully pigmented. Yes. That same 201 from BK Beauty, I'm going to go into this brown shade here and use that to blend the edges of that color that we first applied. I'm going to touch up my eyebrows because when I was cleaning off the eyeshadow, kind of messed up my eyebrows. Going into this super light shade here, we're going to use that as the brow bone highlight. All right, I feel this little base that we've put down is looking pretty good. I am going into that Essam W21 brush, and we have not used this special shade yet, so I'm going to apply that to my lid. I feel like there's a little shift of blue with this special shade. I keep calling them a special shade. Is that what they are? Multi-chrome eyeshadow. These really do apply with the brush nicely. I just want to show you, I am getting a little bit of fallout, but no big deal. We can clean that off. I'm gonna go into this darker purple and just deepen up the look a little bit. I'm taking the BK Beauty 202, it's a little bit tapered, and let's go into this darker green shade here. I'm really packing the color on, so I am getting some fallout, but we'll clean it up. No big deal. I think we're coming along quite nicely. Let's go ahead and do a little something on the lower lash line. I'm going to take a Essam T05 and I want to go into the darkest purple shade first and apply that super close to my lower lash line. BK Beauty 207, I'm going to go into this shade and just soften up that lower lash line a little bit. Now, I definitely want to put a little pop, a little something on the inner corner. So I'm thinking this green ion. Let's do it. I just cleaned off the Essam W21. And we're going to go into ion. It's going to be our little pop. Purple and green, yes. Like it. Just building it up. I'm playing it safe, but I am gonna build it up. Mascara, and I know for the other look I used my Chandelier lashes, but for this look I think I'm gonna go in with my Lily lashes. So I'm gonna do that and I will be right back. Here we have our third and final look. I went in with a nude lipstick and then I actually took a little bit of that shade Ion, this one right here, and just kind of touched right on the center of the lip, just for a little fun, okay? Because this palette, it's colorful, it's fun, it's very inspiring. I could totally come on here and try to like tell you, oh, let's make some soft wearable looks. No. No, that's not what this palette's for. This palette is to have fun, be bold, bring out the creative side in you. Have fun with color and don't be afraid of it. I know I keep saying it, but I do feel that this palette is pretty user-friendly in the sense of if you're not a person that just will know what colors to pair together, Natasha Denona gives you a row. Stick with the colors in that row if you want to play it safe, and you're good to go. And as you saw for yourself, I found the shadows to perform quite well. I didn't have any issues with patchiness. I had a little fallout. We had some kick up. They're soft, buttery, beautiful shadows. Other than that, I think they really did perform well. I love the shift. It's so pretty. It's got a little bit of a blue to it, but it's purple. I do really like this palette. I think the colors are really inspiring and really fun, and I love this green row. Like, hands down, I love green eyeshadow. So it's just like, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear it. I love green. I think I pretty much used all of the colors. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that with the 3 looks we created, I was able to try out all of the shadows. And they all did a pretty good job. So let me know what you're thinking about the new Natasha Denona Triochrome eyeshadow palette. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.